I built a Bunnings in Minecraft. It had a car park, a drive-in, a playground, and of course, a sausage stand. I spent over 10 hours on this build, so if you do enjoy this video, please consider subscribing. It's completely free. I also have a Twitch if you want to check that out. Enjoy the video. Hour 1 was pretty uneventful, as all I did was dig the dimensions for the car park and then filled it in with black concrete. After that, Hour 2 was even worse. Hour 2 consisted of working out the dimensions of the Bunnings building. I used white concrete for the bottom, and when I say it took ages to fill this in, I mean ages. It took around 2 hours to complete the entire outline, and I hadn't even started on the entire walls themselves. Hours 3 and 4 was solely just building walls. These walls were taking forever to build. I swear I used at least over 10,000 blocks for this. I couldn't believe how long this was taking me, and it was then that I realized I had severely underestimated how long this build would take, and it was starting to show in my insanity. I took a break from the continuous building of the walls and named the donkey, calling him Dave. I decided that he would be my mascot / my best friend. It did help, but I was still feeling down about how long these walls were taking. At hour 5, I finally finished the walls. I also filled in the flooring for the Bunnings building, and the car park was completely finished, adding decorations for it. Now all that was left was the decorations for the inside of the Bunnings. The next 5 hours was solely dedicated to decoration. Now I know what you're thinking, this took a long time, but you have to realize I was doing this all off the top of my head. At least 3 hours was trial and error of how I wanted to decorate it, and another hour was dedicated to building the roof and placing the lights. I also searched up a real life Bunnings to base my design off. By the end I used a ton of chests, chains, lanterns, fences, signs, and sea lanterns. And finally, I completed the Bunnings. And now, it was time for the tour. So here it is, the completely decorated car park. Here you can see the trolley bays and car spaces. This was the first part of the Bunnings that I built, and I have to say that overall I'm very pleased with how it turned out. I made sure to use a lot of trees and plants. I also added lanterns as a light source for the car park, which was a personal touch to add more design. And I also added a water tank. The entrance to the Bunnings was kept pretty simple. I had a dog as the guard and a chair where you could sit if for some reason you want strangers to look at you. Around the entrance was a help desk, a trolley bay, checkouts and self-checkouts, and then further down was the on sale and clearance items that were always on display at a Bunnings. On the other side of the entrance was the appliances area and the drive-in. I used furnaces, crafting tables, smithing tables, and anvils for the appliances. For the drive-in, I made the usual layout that you would see at a Bunnings store, and an upstairs area as well as a staff area for chopping wood. Next is the painting area, which is usually in the middle of the Bunnings. There was a help desk and paint samples on display for customers to choose from. The Bunnings playground was really fun to make. It brought back memories of playing and then going to the cafe to get some food or a hot chocolate. I made sure to keep the design of the cafe very simple, as Bunnings cafes aren't complex. Besides from the cafe, there was also a staff room which held extra resources, and it was a chill area for the staff when they weren't working. I also built the outside furniture display area, which is where Bunnings usually displays the furniture that they want you to buy, which is really cheap and is made for the outdoors. I had an umbrella, a chair and a table on display for this. Right next to it was the outside area, which is where they usually sell the plants, dirt and anything else that you would use outside like gnomes and garden tools. Last but not least was the sausage stand, which is usually at the front of the Bunnings, and is definitely the most important part of this entire build. So there you have it, that was my Bunnings in Minecraft. I really enjoyed doing this project and I'm stoked with how it turned out. If you did enjoy this video, consider subscribing, it's really appreciated. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.